Our Lunch and Learn series is the first Friday of every month. I give you an opportunity to share in some key principles. I am actually recording today's session because I have to attend a family funeral today, but I wanted to honor my commitment to make sure that I release the content as promised. So we will not be able to interactively discuss it, but we can always talk about it by contacting me, scheduling a meeting, a session, or even commenting on this. I will definitely interact with any of the comments. So let's get started. I am going to step us through our presentation on today, where we're going to talk through Be Water, My Friend. We are learning to be adaptable. And this is based on the book by Bruce Lee's daughter, Shannon Lee. And so we're going to, as our learning objectives indicate, we are going to review the 7 key lessons of the book, Be Water, My Friend. Now, there certainly are more than 7, but I picked 7 because 7 is a special number for me. It is my favorite number, and it represents the number of perfection and completion. And so I thought that we would just step through these 7 key lessons. I'll share them with you, expound a little bit on them, but through the process, ultimately, I want us to challenge ourselves to be more adaptable in life. So let's go. The first principle I'd like to talk about is to embrace adaptability and fluidity. If you think about water, it's adaptable to any situation. So therefore, don't cling to rigid forms or expectations in your life. Water just kind of adapts to its environment where it is. It's changeable. It can be ice, it can be water, liquid, it can be in so many different forms, but it's adaptable to the situation and it flows with the current. And so we need to do the same, adjusting ourselves and adjusting our approach as needed. So be water, my friend. Embrace adaptability and fluidity. Key point number 2, cultivate strength and power. If you think about water, it can be gentle and it can be soothing, yet it can possess a destructive force. We should be the same. We should be gentle, soothing, but we should have some portion of us that stands up and has some, I use destructive loosely, but there should be some strength and power that we're also able to exhibit. We shouldn't always be on all strength and power. We should have times where we are gentle and soothing as well. So, how do we do this? We need to develop an inner strength and an outer strength, balancing both our compassion and our decisiveness. This comes over time. This comes through lessons that are learned, through things that we experience in life, learning when to do, when to flex, when to bow. It is all part of the process where we have to learn how to cultivate this strength and the power, just like water. The next principle is to be ever flowing. Think about water. It's constantly moving, right? It's never stagnant. Now, I'm not suggesting that we be busy. If you've ever listened to Coach Paula's content, I often say I don't like the word busy because I believe in being productive. So when I'm saying moving and doing things, I'm not saying just meandering and doing little things haphazardly, but have intentionality, right? Have purpose about what it is that you are doing, not being stagnant, but moving forward. As a result, you're embracing continuous growth and learning. Don't take any day for granted. Make sure that every single day you are learning something. It doesn't have to be something major, but don't take one day and not learn something. Always be continuously growing, always be continuously learning. As a result, we don't get stuck in our routines or our comfort zones. We don't want to do that. Growth should be a constant in our lives because, really, in all honesty, the things we really want are really found outside of our comfort zone. And sometimes we need to grow even when we don't think we need to grow. The fact that you might not think you need to grow is a sign that you need to grow. So let's embrace continuous growth and learning in everything we do. Be water, my friend. The next principle is to live mindfully and presently. Think about water that's flowing in a stream, right? Be aware of your present moment. If you think about it, how it's gliding over the rocks, and, like if you ever watch water or listen to water, it's actually kind of soothing. And so it's like a flowing stream. That's how we should be, flowing in and out of the things we need to do and covering what needs to be done. We're not dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, but we're focusing on our actions and their immediate impact. So we can be like water in that regard as well. Be free flowing, be mindful of the present. We're not dwelling on what was. Yes, we are to learn from our past. That is essential, but we don't dwell on that. We live in the current moment and we move forward into the future. So be water, my friend. Here's another principle: seek harmony and balance. Now, think about water. It sort of finds its way through the different cracks and crevices, always adapting to its surroundings, right? So we need to do the same. Find our way, forge our path, find our way into different areas and adapt accordingly. And so, seeking harmony in our relationships, in our work, and our inner world. Balance all the different aspects of our life. Don't try to be, oftentimes I've focused on compartmentalization and I've been breaking that down little by little. So you should be who you are in every circumstance, in every situation. Yes, we may flex differently, maybe in some casual environment than we might do in, a more formal environment, but be most true and authentic to yourself. Show up as who you are in every circumstance and situation. You shouldn't look completely different, in different environments. So seek that harmony, that equal balance, that blend. When you think about harmony in music, I am a singer. So when you think about how all the notes kind of blend together and how they integrate, you want to do that with your life. You want it to be harmonious and you want it to sound good, right? Because it's when that chord isn't right and one of the sounds are off, or if you're listening to music and the beat is off, it stands out. We want it to be harmonious. We want our lives to represent harmony in what it is that we're doing. So it's a sweet sound and that we have a positive impact. So be like water, my friend. And another principle, I need you to embrace, your uniqueness. If you think about water in the form of like snow or rain, each snowflake or raindrop is unique, right? Just like every person is unique. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. No one has your DNA, right? Even when you think identical twins, as much as they are alike, there's still differences. Their fingerprints are different. Your fingerprint is unique to you. And so you need to celebrate that uniqueness of who you are, celebrate your individuality, and express yourself most authentically. That's when you're having the most impact, when you are truly being yourself. Yes, there's lots of snowflakes that fall, but there's only one you. Right? Someone may do exactly what you do. They may have the same job as you. They may have the same, career or impact, but they can't do it like you can, baby. So celebrate and embrace your uniqueness. Don't shy down from it, right? That's uniquely you. Don't allow comparison to kill who and what you are, but be yourself. Understand who you are. Take the time to get to know yourself. Right? Spend some time with you. I was doing a series on my page about loneliness versus solitude. Loneliness doesn't have intention to it. It's a little empty, right? Versus when you're in solitude, you have intentionality about what you're doing. I'm spending time with myself to learn myself, to grow myself. So celebrate that uniqueness. Get to know what's deep inside of you. You're a package that needs to be unwrapped and opened. So find the joy in understanding who and what you are, and then celebrate and embrace that uniqueness. Last one here. I told y'all I wasn't going to be with y'all long. The last one here is to live with passion and enthusiasm. Think about water. It flows with a natural force, but it's driven also by gravity. And so we need to, I'm going to put myself in here too. We need to infuse our lives with passion and enthusiasm for our pursuits. You got to know your drivers. What's motivating you? What is your intention? What's that gravitational force or that pull that's motivating you? Be like water, my friend. Have something that is rooting you and grounding you. You've got to understand your motives, your intents, and your why, right? And that's a big thing for me here lately, especially my why becomes more and more clear. As many of you know, and following me, my husband passed away a few years ago, and it constantly resonates with me that during COVID, I suffered a seizure here in my home and I stopped breathing. And it was my husband who resuscitated me on the very, very same floor where they were unable to resuscitate him. That constantly resonates with me. I can't sit in my family room and not think about it. I can't look at that spot on the floor, even though I've removed the carpet now and put down hardwood. I can't look at that spot and not think there's a reason why I'm here. I'm still here, and the one who resuscitated me is no longer here. And so as a result, that's a gravitational force for me to be intentional about what I'm doing, to have my passions and my pursuits have intentionality and focus, to make sure that I am constantly legacy building and leaving an indelible mark. Live with passion and enthusiasm. Don't waste any day. Don't waste any season of your life, because at the end of the day, you are forming legacy with every action, with every memory, with every time spent alone, and with all the time that you spend with others. So be intentional about it. Understand what drives you. Be like water, be adaptable. Be willing to make the changes that are necessary. Don't be stuck in old rhythms and methods. Be open to new experiences. Be fluid, right? Be diverse. When you think about water, it's clear, right? In its appearance. So it has clarity. So have clarity in what it is that you're doing. Understand your purpose and pursue it. Be like water, my friend. Be adaptable, knowing that the constant is growth, knowing that the constant is change. What you were is what you were. What you are is what you are. And what you shall be is still unfolding. Be present in that moment, the current moment, knowing that everything I'm doing in this moment also impacts the moments to come. So be like water, my friend. Be adaptable. Be willing to make the change. Be willing to grow. Be willing to expand. Be willing to come and show up in different forms. You may be ice one day, right? You may be um, uh, um, liquid one day. You may be hot one day and boiling. You may be cold another day. Know and understand what is needed in the moment. Be water, my friend. So, in conclusion, help me out, right? Help me to grow. Help me to be good water. I solicit your feedback. If you scan the QR code and you use the word talk, you can give feedback on this presentation. That helps me to grow. That helps me to learn. If you're not able to scan the QR code, you can go to the webpage bit.ly, bit.ly, and then PHEVALFORM. PHEVAL form in all caps, and you'll have an opportunity to use that code TALK and give your feedback. And so our next Lunch and Learn, again, is the first Friday of every month. So we will meet on April the 5th, 2024 at 12 noon. And for the month of April, since April's birthstone is diamond, we are going to talk about how to shine like a diamond, understanding your cut, your clarity, your color, and your carat. Those are the four essential components of a diamond. So that will be our segment in April. I hope you will join us then. Like I said, give me feedback, share your thoughts, your comments, allow me to interact with you. But I hope that you've enjoyed your lunch. I hope that I've said something that has shifted your energy and awakened your potential. So until then, be water, my friend, and we'll resume next month to shine like a diamond. Take care and have a great day.